topic of this video is going to be, what is actually the philosophy behind Bitcoin? What's the whole idea behind it? Like, what problems is it trying to solve? It's a really relevant topic right now because the economy is looking like it could go into a big recession, triggered by the coronavirus and the problems for the economy that it's causing. People that follow the news, or maybe some alternative media, are often convinced that there's all kinds of problems with our current system, like the banking system, with quantitative easing, massively increasing currency supply, inflation rates just waiting to skyrocket, things like this. And what's the solution to that? You can't always print more money to print yourself out of debt, that's for sure. So what are you actually going to do? What we've seen in the last, what we've always seen actually, if you look back in history, is that always at some point in time, currency systems break down. So a new currency system is established, usually backed by gold, so there's always gold in the bank that's like backing the value of the currency supply. And then for some reason always that backing by gold idea kind of stops working and the currency ends up not being backed by anything. And then there's always a big period of printing money, followed by inflation, followed by more inflation, maybe wars, maybe hyperinflation, whatever. And then the whole system crashes and it starts again from zero. Everyone loses all their money and we're back to a gold-backed currency supply. Bitcoin is saying it doesn't need to be like this. We could create a currency using the internet, using cryptography and stuff like this, to have a currency that can be sent around the world easily, that's divisible without a problem, and that doesn't need to have like paper currency in circulation that can be like printed. So that's what Bitcoin is. It's not printable, there's no inflation, and it's cryptographically safe to use. It can't just be printed. And yeah, so what we should be seeing is, in times of an economic crisis, some banking crisis, banks shutting down, that kind of thing, that trust in the banks is lost. People don't trust the money in their banks anymore. They want to know, where can I put my money and keep it safe? And traditionally that's usually gold or properties. Fair enough. Bitcoin is another contender for another good alternative to keep your money safe, to hedge against the banks. With the current crisis we're seeing, triggered by Corona, you can't really see that right now. Bitcoin is crashing just like all the other stuff too. But still, if it gets serious, if people actually lose trust in the banks, and they actually lose trust in the stock market, then I really think this is what we've been waiting for basically since Bitcoin's inception in 2008. Another real banking crisis with people getting really scared and trying to get out of the banks, trying to get out of fiat currency, and trying to park their money in some safe place. Bitcoin is the #1 contender of the digital age to do this. So, as always, I'm bullish on Bitcoin. I think we're going to see the big hype rather sooner than later. And let's see if this whole situation will be the trigger to make it happen.